And everyone wonders why I'm posting less. I'm not happy. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've become. I don't like what I look like. I don't like my followers.
So, this is Nikocado Avocado, also known as Nicholas. Honestly, he's in a villain arc right now, and you'll understand why I'm saying that after watching half of the video. Let me tell you, I've found some disturbing things about Nikocado Avocado Ho, so let's dive into it. Before we start, make sure to watch the full video before making any negative comments. Anyway, it all started here and has gone from bad to the situation Nikocado Avocado is in right now.
I am just gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm on the edge of a breakdown. Like, most likely by the end of this video, or halfway through, I would be flipping out.
And you're probably wondering, what the heck is going on with Nick? Well, same here, because honestly, what is even happening? But before we dive into all that, let's break down why things went south. Basically, Nick started realizing that YouTube might have been the worst decision he ever made.
What to do with you? My life was going great. So I decided to do this YouTube life, where I thought it'd be fun to reach people, share community, make videos. I thought that would be fun. I thought that would be a fun way to make money. A fun way to get myself out there. A fun way to live my life. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have thrown away the best years of my life.
He even straight up admits that if he could do it all over again, he never would have started YouTube in the first place. Like, that's how rough it's been. Honestly, it's like choosing to watch a rerun of SpongeBob over Cartoon Network. You think it's going to be all fun and games, but then boom, you're stuck in the darkest episode ever.
I actually really go through. I wish I could turn back the clock. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I would never have done YouTube. I wish I would have never decided that this would be a fun way to make a living, that this would be a fun way to have a life, this would be a fun way to provide.
He even hints at why. And honestly, it's like when SpongeBob finally realized working at the Krusty Krab wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Imagine flipping Krabby Patties every day and then one day being like, yeah, I'm over this. Nick's basically saying if he could, he'd pull a Squidward and dip out of this YouTube thing altogether.
Knowing that my job is to face people who hate me, who don't care for me, that aren't even interested in me. They're here to see someone fat.
So, just when you think things can't get any worse, his pizza delivery shows up and get this, it's literally the only time in the video where Nick isn't just a big ball of misery. But the second he takes a bite, it's like SpongeBob realizing he forgot his Krabby Patty secret formula. He's hit with the dark truth that he's totally miserable with his life.
I don't like this! And I don't like this. I don't like this channel. I don't like what I'm doing with my life. I had goals, I had dreams, and I threw it all away to eat food.
Nick hating his job isn't exactly shocking, but his claim about money is a bit of a plot twist. I mean, it's like finding out SpongeBob's secret recipe is just ketchup and mustard, totally unexpected, but kind of makes sense.
And the irony is, I've barely made any money for the past 2-3.
So Nikocado's got a whopping 1.85 billion views across his 5 biggest channels. That's like a ton of eyeballs on his content. If we slap on a conservative ad rate of $3 per 1,000 views, he's racked up around 5.5 million just from YouTube ads alone. Plus, he's charging $500 per cameo and has over 1,000 reviews. So if you throw in another 1,000 folks who didn't leave a review, he's probably made over $1 million from that too. And don't even get me started on his Patreon and merch line combine, all that. And he could be sitting on close to 10 million in career earnings. But how on earth did he not make much money? It's like if SpongeBob had a secret stash of Krabby Patties and still complained about being hungry. Nikocado's about to break it down for us.
I don't know what to do. I hate that my job is showing up here to make people laugh, people who don't like me, and hoping I get paid from it, because the YouTube gods strike me down 3 years ago.
So, Nikocado's kind of hinting that his videos haven't been monetized much for over 3 years, which seems impossible. On the flip side, some of his third channel videos do have ads, but honestly, any cash he did make is basically gone now. It's like if Squidward tried to open a fancy restaurant, but all his customers kept showing up with bags of jelly beans and were surprised when they didn't get gourmet meals. But anyway, he's about to say that he wasted all his time and effort on it.
It wasn't even worth it. I barely made any money. And the money I did make, I lost.
So, you know what's wild? Nikocado is now struggling to get by. It's like, I wonder how things got this bad, because I doubt his old fan base is still keeping him afloat.
I hate my job, I hate my subscribers, I hate my finances, I hate my husband, I hate my family, I hate my friends, I hate my work, I hate this country! I hate this place! I hate this place. To pay so much.
So, as a result, he's even thinking about moving to a different country. It's like if SpongeBob decided to leave Bikini Bottom just because he got tired of everyone asking for Krabby Patties. It's a big move, but sometimes you gotta shake things up when you feel like you're stuck in a rut.
I'm literally about to move to Indonesia. I have a friend there right now, and their dinner is better than this. And do you know how much she paid for her dinner? Of grilled chicken, fried rice, a little Sri Lankan dish of this, and curry. The side of this fried thing and some vegetables. $2.24.
So, Nikocado has been down this road before. After spending 3 years living in South America, he's basically saying the easiest solution would have been to switch up his content. But have you ever wondered why he didn't just mix things up earlier? I mean, wouldn't it make sense to try something different if what you're doing isn't working? It's like if SpongeBob kept trying to serve gourmet dishes but only had a kitchen full of Krabby Patty ingredients. Maybe he should have just tried something new from the start, like this.
And I knew if I would have done something more age appropriate or more whatever, friendly. What was this all for?
Or, in a real plot twist, he could have just stuck with his old violin gig. It's like if SpongeBob decided to ditch the Krabby Patties and go full-on solo violinist at the Krusty Krab. Sometimes, sticking to what you're passionate about could have been the way to go.
I felt like I had purpose. I had purpose to create beautiful music. To work with outstanding, talented people. To inspire people, to give people hope when they're going through horrible.
Seems like Nick's mukbangs have totally overshadowed his previous talent. It's like if you were known for your epic violin skills and then suddenly everyone only remembers you for chowing down on massive plates of food.
There's nothing to say. I used to play the violin and my fingers got too fat. They get stuck under the strings. They go bonk.
For me, playing the violin or engaging in any activity skillfully is considered an art. But what if I told you that it actually hurt people's lives?
All it takes is one person to come to a concert or a show or a theater or see a musical or a ballet show or something. And there's just one person in the audience, just one. And you change their life because you inspire them to do something similar or to go into the arts or something. Or like a young person who maybe, you know what? I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to leave this friend group full of toxic, nasty people who maybe are wanted to get into gangs or illegal stuff or thugs. Like maybe one person be like, you know what, I'm going to drop that and I'm going to pursue singing or I'm going to pursue dance or I'm going to pursue acting. And you just saved that person. You saved them. And that, you know, that's a beautiful thing and it feels good. And everyone benefits in society. And I just miss New York. I'm going back. I miss my friends. I was just talking to one the other day, and I can't help but burst into tears, like hearing about what she's doing and her gigs and the events. The events. I could go to events easily, because I hate driving. Like, let me tell you, hate it. Just pop on the train, you're at an event. So many events. Just get-togethers. Free get-togethers. At the rooftop, at the park, at the High Line, at Bryant Park. Go here, we're watching this. So much outdoor activities and markets and, just taking the free ferry to Staten Island or watching the sun go down in Battery Park. There's so much beauty in life. And unfortunately, everything I see now says that city's becoming more dangerous. And it's like, oh, what a shame. What a shame, because, you know, it's culture. And I'm sitting here.
And Nikocado even says, it's your fault, making it clear he's pointing the finger. It's like if SpongeBob blamed everyone else for his cooking failures instead of owning up to the fact that he missed a crucial ingredient. Basically, he's laying the blame right where he thinks it belongs.
I was very good. I got a full ride scholarship to my school.
Could you
Juilliard
shred?
School. Have you known about it? I went to the Juilliard for 2 years.
So Juilliard is basically the top music school out there, and he used to teach there before he lost interest in music. And get this, a YouTuber called The Violin Mechanic checked out all of Nick's violin videos and said he was pretty much at a pro level. It's a huge difference from Nick's current claim that he's only into eating food now. It's like people are just not buying his new vibe, and it feels pretty forced, especially considering his past.
Right from the bat, I can tell that this guy plays fantastic.
But believe it or not, what Nick misses most is the respect from other people. It's like he feels that he's really missing out on that genuine connection and respect he used to have.
When I would finish my shows, I would sign autographs. People would wait in a line to take photos of me, which I think some people would now, actually. I go out in public and people chase me down sometimes, but it's for a different reason. It's not because I just inspired them. It's not because I just gave them hope. It's not because I lifted their spirits and I don't know, shared the joy. It's because I am a funny person, a fat, funny me.
Not gonna lie, when Nick was playing on the street, he drew huge crowds. But as he sits there thinking for over 20 seconds, he realizes what he really misses is the respect he used to have for himself. It's like, all this time he's been chasing something, but it's the self-respect he's been missing the most.
Shows. And I had a sense of pride. A sense of honor. A sense of happiness that I have lost. And you know, there's moments of being happy, and there's moments of being sad, but overall, I had a lot more pride. I felt closer to God.
Compared to his music days, he's totally lost his motivation for mukbangs. It's like if SpongeBob went from flipping Krabby Patties to just lounging around all day, just a complete shift in energy.
And I felt like I was doing something that I was called to do. I don't feel that.
You can totally feel that throughout the whole video. It's like when SpongeBob tries to be serious and ends up being even more SpongeBob-ish than ever. Just like SpongeBob's goofy antics always come through, you can sense the same thing happening here.
I can't even sit here and fake this for you. I'm not going to.
He tries to talk about the food, but it's pretty obvious he doesn't really care. Like, why even bother if you're not into it? It's kind of like if SpongeBob was forced to make Krabby Patties, but clearly wished he was jellyfishing instead. You can tell he's just going through the motions, and it's hard to get excited about it when he's not.
Let's try these breadsticks. It's fine.
Nick is clearly more focused on the idea of retiring than on actually talking about the food. You have to wonder, is he just over it? Or is he dreaming about his next big move? It's like he's not all in anymore, and it's pretty obvious.
And if I just quit YouTube, who's gonna care? Couple hundred people, okay. They'll get over it. If I just quit. Who's actually going to care? Who's gonna care that much? I can't watch Nikocado slurp noodles and eat Takis. Oh, my life's not the same. I used to watch Nikocado and eat Takis.
Now, it's not just a question anymore, it's a topic around people wondering why, if he doesn't want to do YouTube, he doesn't try something else besides just eating food. Well, he actually talks about that too.
I can't even get a normal job. I mean, imagine if I went to apply doing some type of management, or, I mean, because I'm so known, or there's so many horrible things I've put myself into, situations, it's like, it's going to create a polarizing environment. It's like, sorry, we can't hire you. You're upsetting. You know how many people hate me? They don't want to work with me. It's like, great. So now I've really limited myself.
Not gonna lie, if I were in his shoes, I'd probably be tempted to throw up my hand like that one emoji, just to see what Nick would do. Maybe he'd end up tossing some slime at me or something. And yeah, I keep bringing up slime, but it's just so weird, you know? Just take a look at this.
I recently lost 89 pounds. But I'm still morbidly obese. I can't even think.
If you guys haven't noticed, this new direction Nick's taking could be exactly what he needs. Transforming his body and showing that journey could really grab the audience's attention. Combine that with Nick's existing notoriety, and he's got the potential for a mega viral series.
I'm so ugly. I don't want to be ugly.
From earning respect from every viewer to making a real impact, the only issue is that Nick is totally scared and doesn't want to try anything new, as he mentioned in this clip.
The worst part is I have an escape route. I'm so afraid to take it.
At this point, is there even another option? Honestly, I don't think Nick is as disliked as he thinks. Plenty of people actually appreciate the memes, and his series with Oompaville did a lot to rebuild his reputation. His recent honesty even makes him more likable, especially when he owns up to his actions. But Nick seems convinced everyone hates him. He's filming for people who supposedly hate him and making it sound like his life is some tragic story. It's like clinging to a dead relationship living in the past and refusing to move forward. He really needs to try something new, just like JoJo Siwa trying to break out of her kid-friendly image and getting hit with backlash for it. Sometimes a fresh start is exactly what's needed. As this controversy started, I need to mention that Penguin Zero AK. Charlie later posted a video on Nikocado Avocado addressing the situation in a very humble way. I appreciate that Nikocado is trying to adopt a new style, and we definitely need to support him to help him stay on the right path. Let me know what you think about the situation. Also, a big thanks to SunnyV2 for inspiring much of my research credit where it's due. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.